Hi, I'm Harold Bell, and this is the Legends of Inside Sports and the Way We Were. This is the first edition of the 2019 Legends of Inside Sports. This show is about kids who died and is dedicated to my three brothers who you see directly behind me. Truly brothers in the struggle, who are still in the struggle today in the spirit of brothers like me. All three loved black people and especially kids. All kinds of kids. It didn't matter the color of the skin of the kids. The late great Marvin Gaye, the greatest Muhammad Ali, and my courageous blood brother Sergeant Earl K. Bell, a DC cop. The common denominator that separated them from today's fake brothers, let me spell it out for you. Courage. I want to start the year by apologizing to James Brown of CBS, Michael Wilbon of ESPN, and David Aldridge of TNT. You see, it finally dawned on me that it is really not their fault that they have forgotten who they are and where they came from. These guys came from private schools like DeMatha, which led them to higher educational universities like Harvard, American University, and Northwestern University, respectively. Now, they had no inner city experience growing up as young men. They grew up in D.C., but they knew absolutely nothing about the inner city. None were great athletes. The bottom line, they never knew who they were. These higher institutions of learning taught them how to fake being black men down with the struggle. They escaped places like Spingarn, Cardozo Phelps, and H.B. Woodson, etc. And let us not forget historical black colleges. So they tried to fake it and fail. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. There are thousands of fake brothers and sisters who come out of historical black colleges. You know who you are. January 2019, D.C. Mayor Miriam Bowser appeared on television with D.C. Police Chief Peter Newsom pretending that they care about young black kids dying in our streets in Washington, D.C. They attempted they attempted to explain the high homicide rate in the nation's capital. And still black kids will continue to die. A group of courageous cops of color in Prince George's County filed a federal lawsuit against the department and its chief for racial discrimination. The Prince George's County Police Department is one of the most brutal departments in the country when it comes to black folks. Check their history. Despite these courageous law enforcement officers coming to the forefront, still black men and black kids will die. This show is about the men of color and especially our black kids who will die. And black kids will certainly die for no other reason than for being black. While the old and the rich will live on a while, as always eating blood and gold while watching little black kids die. Kids will die in the swamps of Mississippi, organizing sharecroppers. Little black girls and boys will die in the streets of Chicago while jumping rope in front of their homes. Black kids will die in Compton for wearing the wrong colors to school. Kids will die in Simple City, Potomac Gardens, and Berry Farms in Washington, D.C. And little kids will die in Forestville, District Heights, Maryland, just for being black. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Mexicans, Indians, the real Native Americans, and all people of color will die, and some white folks will also die who don't believe in lies, bribes, racism, and a lousy peace, or the sleazy courts with sleazy judges. D.C. Superior Court Judges Luke Seymour and Harry T. Alexander, you guys were exceptional. There are the bribing, taking cops and the blood-loving generals who make war and not peace. There are the money-loving, pimping preachers in the pulpit and politicians who will raise their hands against the kids who die, beating with just us and not justice. Billy clubs, bayonets, and bullets to frighten the people to go along to get along. Of course, the wise and the learned who pen editorials in the paper, and the ladies and gents with doctor in front of their names, pretending they live in the richest black county despite having the highest foreclosure rate in America. Surrounded by racist cops, all this while little kids die outside of their gated communities. They will make surveys and write books and will live on weaving words to smother the kids that die. For the kids who die are like iron in the blood of the people. And the old and the rich don't want the people to taste the blood of the kids who die. They don't want the people to get wise to their own power, to believe in the Harold Bells, or even get together and listen to kids who die. Maybe there will be no monument to them except in our hearts. Maybe their bodies will be lost in a swamp or prison grave or potter's field or a jail cell where they are hung by their necks and their deaths are ruled murder but later changed to suicide. But kids will continue to die. The day will come and you can be sure it's coming. Maybe not on our watch, but the marching feet of the masses will rise for the kids who die with a living monument of love, joy, and laughter. And black hands and white hands will join together with a song that reaches the sky. A song of triumph will be dedicated to the kids who died. That song, What's Going On? You know, Marvin penned that song in 1972. May 21st, it was released. May 21st is my birthday. You know, Marvin photos will appear on the 2019 United States postage stamp. I'm so proud, man. That is really a great honor for Marvin and his family. And my main man, the champ, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. The greatest is an understatement in describing Muhammad Ali. And my courageous brother, Sergeant Earl K. Bell. Thanks for keeping it real, my brother. You know, Marvin, Muhammad, and Earl all realized that every black face they saw was not their brother, and every white face was not their enemy. That's going to be it for this segment of the Legends of Inside Sports and the Way We Were. I'm Harold Bell, and you can color me gone.